Season 2.
How are y'all feeling?
I'm feeling nervous all over again, but I'm excited to be back. It's been such a long time, but we back.
We back. I'm happy to be back.
I'm happy to be back too. It feel good. We're fresh.
Yes.
New topics, new situations. Let's go.
Something else to talk about.
I was happy to hear that y'all wanted us back though.
We've got a lot of when y'all coming back. So we are back. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes, we love them shares and them subscribes.
We do. So what y'all been doing? What was the break for? Because a lot of people keep asking that too.
We went off with the kids. Summer break. We needed a summer break with the kids. School was out. We was out. Life was life. And we had to, handle some real life situations. For me, I don't know about y'all. What y'all was doing?
Well, for me, life was definitely lifing. And I'm trying to start new ventures. I'm not going to mention them because you just never know who in the way.
That's
so
true.
they ain't going to block my blessings. But just know, new things coming soon from me.
2024?
Oh,
or
yeah.
3?
3 about to be over.
No, we still got time.
We still got time.
Oh, baby, 24.
We still have time.
Yes, we still got time. Well, for me, same. Life been lifing. Trying to step into, being a therapist. I became a therapist this summer. Yes. So, tapping into that, but I've been doing okay. But life has been lifing, but I think we all been doing pretty good. We've been handling it good.
We've been doing well.
And now we back.
We are back.
And we are in the private chat today. So
while we gonna kick it off with the private chat?
We gonna kick it off with the private chat.
With the private.
Y'all just messy.
It's so spicy.
We were away. You guys were sending questions. We opened up the private chat, and you guys did not disappoint with these.
Y'all
questions.
was bringing it. I don't know what y'all going through in y'all life, but y'all been bringing it. These questions been questioning.
Just know these answers is our opinion, okay?
Definitely my opinion. Yes. Do not judge me for my opinion. If you do not agree, if you don't feel that way, that's fine. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Do not judge Tyan for what I say. Do not judge Keita for what I say. Judge yourself or your mama.
Just know these questions are from y'all. We not making this shit up. Y'all the one put this stuff in the box.
Yes,
we just reading and
we have them. And to be fair, because it was so many, we just going pull and grab, and we just going, we gonna rock out, and hopefully, y'all receive what we say or leave what we say. Either way, we just answering what y'all ask us. Okay, so let's kick it off.
Let's get into it.
All right, we gonna go to you first, T.
Okay.
Let me see what they had to say. Wow. Well, get this one. After 18 years, I just don't feel the same. She's not on a pedestal anymore. Am I wrong for wanting to move on?
No, she wrong for staying with you. But go ahead. That's not my question.
For me, this is my opinion. I feel like 18 years, that's a lot of years that you invested in that person. And for me, it must be a marriage because 18 years, you just dealing with somebody for 18 years.
Absolutely.
That's a
What's the problem?
That's a long
What's the
time.
problem?
Because the reason I say a marriage, because for 18 years, you would have just walked away if it was just a relationship.
No, that's not true.
I feel as though, like, if you feel like she's not on a pedestal, it's time for y'all to have them
that mean walk away when if you feel like she's not on a pedestal, but just because of the...
But you don't necessarily have to walk away. You don't necessarily have... It's time to have those hard conversations. Why she not on that pedestal no more? What's going on in your relationship that you feel like something changed? And maybe it's you.
Is it a male question, a female question?
It don't really say.
No, because it depends. For me, it means like if she's not on that pedestal for you anymore, it don't mean it's necessarily her. You could have been lacking. You could have changed. It could be you.
But to me, relationships is like a washing machine. Go through cycles. Like right now, this is the cycle where she's not on a pedestal. So who to say once you talk about it, is something else can change? I feel like you should talk about it. And if it don't work, then by all means. To say she's
not on a pedestal no more, though, I mean you're not into her no more. For me,
but I feel like it can change. But like, I kind of agree. Like, if you had her on a pedestal, like, are you comparing her now? Like, what is it? And did you really give the relationship like a fair shot? Because a lot of times people don't give it like, were you cheating during a relationship? Was she always on a pedestal? Were you comparing her to somebody else? Did she change? Like, what is it? I feel like it's kind of a vague.
You're going to go in and out. Your feelings going to go up and down.
Your mind going to change. Like,
My thing is, don't waste 18 years for a 15-minute moment. Like, no. Like, invest in what 18 years of your life you poured into this relationship. To say she not on a pedestal is just a bit much.
But again, if it's no longer serving you, free her.
Yeah,
free yourself. Free yourself. Absolutely. If it's no longer serving you, she's not on the pedestal. So, are you treating her different? Are you no longer communicating with her? Are you no longer talking to her? You no longer feel the same way. You can be cheating because it's no longer serving you. So free yourself, free her, allow her to, or ask her. Maybe it's not serving her either. Sometimes people stick
that is true.
Around because of the 18 years. But you also have to
understand too that if you let her go, you have to be prepared to see her with somebody else.
Yes.
So it's like a lot of times people be like, I'm ready to let it go because of them, and you only looking at it from your aspect. But if you was to see this woman move on with her life, or if you see her move on with her life, then how would you receive that? Are you ready to receive that?
And somebody else put her back on that pedestal.
Is another man's trash? Right. Not to call that woman trash. Not saying she trash. She might be a little trashy for somebody else, but you never know. Like, another man's
are you ready to receive all that? So before you decide to walk away, just make sure you're looking at it from all angles. Because 18 years, I'm pretty sure y'all lives commingle. So you might be somewhere, you might see her with her person. So are you ready to see that? Are you ready to deal with that? And if the answer is then
it sounds like a case of he want to see if the grass is greener on the other side. Like,
and sometimes the grass is green on the other side because it's fake.
Green is green. A win is a win. To some people. To some people, green is green. I don't know.
But then it's sad that you gotta test it. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I won't say it's sad. It's a good thing and a bad thing. Like you said, how do I know it's fake if I don't test it? But what if I feel like this is we do outgrow people. That is very true. You do have your season.
You grow apart.
You grow apart.
Grow differently.
So this could be where they are growing apart, and it's okay. I don't feel like nobody should feel bad for like, I feel like I don't feel the same for this person no more because that person's not that person anymore. 18 years on past.
The person you fell in love with 18 years ago, I am no longer that person.
But you shouldn't be that person.
You.
And that's what people gotta understand. I'm not going to be that person. Absolutely. So you need to be with somebody who you know you're going to go through life with.
Absolutely.
Because you're not going to be, if you dealing with the same person from 18 years and they still that same person today, then that's a problem.
I need you to constantly fall in love with me over again because every year, every day, from every 5 minutes, sometimes I'm a different person. He know that, so he got to love me for who I am in that moment.
He fall in love with you. He gonna fall out of love with you. He's not gonna like you. You gonna look ugly. You gonna go through these changes because we go through them changes. There's going to be times where I'm no longer presenting to you the person that you once fell in love with, but that's a cycle for me. It may be that I'm no longer the person that I want to be. So during that time, I need you to either deal with me in that moment or allow me to deal with it the way I want to deal with it. Now, whether I'm dealing with you in that moment or somebody else, so a lot of times people stick together because of the time, because it's 18 years. Oh, we've been doing it for 18 years. We've been doing it for 20 years. Sometimes you need to take a 10-year break and come back together. The person you once fell in love with or what brought you to me, the body I had 18 years ago, the mindset I had 18 years. 18 years ago, we was kids.
Right.
We didn't have responsibilities.
Well, they might not be kids. I don't know.
But they was younger.
18 years, you got to be at least in your 40s, 30s.
You don't know. This could be somebody's grandpappy. Well, the new grandpappies, not the old back, not our grandmothers, not the ones that used to drive the van back in the day and pick all the grandkids. I'm not one of those.
The ones that Marlos, those grandparents.
I don't know. I feel like if it's no longer serving you, free yourself, do what you want to do, make yourself available to her, and just have that conversation.
I agree. I think you should have a conversation before you just walk away, so you could clear the air respectfully and just move on. If it's mutual, then by all means, neither one of y'all was on the pedestal.
Right.
Agreed. It was on the porch.
Next question.
We agree.
I agree.
All right.
I'll sip to that. Oh. Give me that long back in the day grandma and grandpa type of love. Now they'll stick with you.
You want that Pop and Lee? Okay. Do you believe that all women go through a hoe phase? After a certain age, can your wholeness be deleted? Baby, your wholeness, when the ball drop, your hoes drop.
So the jaws don't drop?
That too. But I think after 7 years, they fall off your credit. Your coochie credit is very valid.
So So is it coochie karma? How do you check your coochie credit? Is it coochie karma?
If PSE&G could fall off your credit, a man can too. After 7 years, coochie credit is very valid. Like,
I think my coochie credit 8.5.
My coochie credit score is high. But do your wholeness really delete? Like, how do those bodies drop off?
Because if you're no longer talking to them, if you're no longer around them, if you're no longer with them, and you ain't have sex with them in 7 years,
it's done. So it no just score up. So you go from a 400 to a 550.
So what if like one day you out with your girls and he just some random man that you done mess with? Oh, I'm sorry. That you done dealt with, and he tell his friends like, "Oh, yo, I used to smash her." Like, do it bring it back up?
Who?
I'm just saying.
No, that's what I would say. Who? Like, I don't know you.
He be like, "You don't know me now. You don't know me now."
No, and I don't. I don't know you.
I'm sorry to that man.
And I ain't even gotta work.
Man.
No. 7 years don't even gotta pass. It could be 7
when the ball
months,
drop, he drop.
7 days.
If you don't come into that next
when
year
the ball
with me,
drop, do one drop at a time, or do they all drop?
All of them after 7 years. If it was 5 of them within that 7 years, and
that's too many.
Do not
if it's 5 of them, your coochie credit score is very low.
That's not true.
5 men in a year.
Well, it's 12 months.
It's 12 months in a year. They don't all work out.
And some of them must have 31 days.
Nah. No. Nah.
Only if it's in February. If you got 5 in February and that's a short month, then that's the problem. No. But, girl, it's the whole year.
Sometimes some relationships only last 6 months. Like, I mean, some relationships be like 2 months. Like, I was with this person for 3 months and they feel like I'm so
even if your relationship lasts 6 months, that's only 2.
No. Are you in a relationship or are you thinking you in a relationship? Because if you're dating, you can date multiple people.
Right. But you ain't got to sleep with all of them.
You don't have to sleep with all of them. But if you choose to,
if that thing
you gotta be mindful of your coochie credit score.
No, it don't matter.
You can't be putting everything on your credit score.
Anyway.
Just like when they try to offer you a whole bunch of credit cards, you don't sign up, you throw some away. Some of them you need to throw away. So your coochie credit score,
it's going to delete anyway. It's going to delete anyway. It don't matter.
No.
For me, it don't matter. Like, I feel like within a year, and do not judge me, but I feel like if you're no longer dealing with these people, you're no longer talking to them, you deleted them out your phone. Like, it's like, who know besides you and him? And it's his word against yours. It never happened.
Well, for me, I never had no whole phase because I wasn't raised like that.
I personally didn't either.
First of all, you know, in my era growing up, they always threw clues at us. You had to figure it out. Pop used to be like, don't nobody want somebody that been around the corner and back. I'm like, what's around the corner? What's around the corner? Like, you had to figure it out, or your grandmother like, nobody going to milk. Nobody's going to buy the milk if they could milk the cow for free.
If they could get the cow for free,
and I'm like, who milking the cow?
So now you calling me a cow?
Like, I could never understand what they was talking about until he was like, oh, okay.
I genuinely get it, but as far as a whole phase, how do you know if it's the right person if you're not dating?
Exploratory.
Absolutely. There you go, therapy. Therapist. What's the word? Exploratory. You have to explore. Sometimes you gotta dig in your doorway bag and see what you can find out.
Okay. It's no judgment for me personally. I'm a sucker for love, so I've never had a whole phase.
I mean, when you say a whole phase, what exactly is a whole phase?
Fucking around.
Because if you're dating multiple people, I've dated a lot of people and didn't sleep with them. I don't think that's a whole phase. But
no, absolutely not.
If you throwing sex in it, then it's like, okay, like you jumping and rebounding.
So is it a whole if you sleep with a guy on Monday? And then you sleep with another guy on Thursday. And then you sleep with another guy on Sunday.
Bitch, you a hoe.
That's a hoe. All right, but if I sleep with one in January and then sleep with one in May and then sleep with one in August. Okay. I feel like a hoe is if you're not on the stroll, you're not hoeing. Whatever you do in your own private room, it's not a hoe.
You're right. To each his own. Some people like to just have sex, and some people just like to hold their shit to themselves.
Some people don't hold sex to a value. Like it's no value to
absolutely.
them. And to me, it is though.
No, absolutely. For me, I feel like that
it is.
too.
But for some people, it don't. So to them, like wholeness don't even exist. because they don't hold sex at a value. It's like, I did it.
But they say those are the ones that have more fun.
No, it don't count. And if it was small, it don't count. Those are the ones that get married first. It don't count.
Because they was exploratory, as Keita would say. Like, I feel like in college, you're exploring, you having fun. So do that really go against you? Like, once you marry, he probably knew what you was doing, but he's still gonna marry you. Is that
not living though? Like, if
for some people it is. Part of me, I'd be like, damn, I wish I was living a little wilder.
No, absolutely. I've always been in long-term relationships, so this is not anything that I personally have done, but I'm okay with it if somebody else has done it, because what works for me may not work for you. Sometimes you have to go through something to get to something. So you gotta probably walk them down a little bit to see who you want to be with. You gotta walk them down a little bit. I'm okay with that for somebody else. For me, personally, my own personal opinion is I've always been in long-term relationships. So, for me personally, I think that you should explore, because sometimes you don't want to be locked into something that 18 later you realize is no longer serving you.
Yeah, she's not on the pedestal, or he's not on the pedestal.
Absolutely. So, explore. So I don't think it's wholeness.
Explore, because your wholeness do get deleted.
Absolutely. When the ball drops, them niggas drop right off of you.
So if they would have had a riddle for that, maybe I would have been trying to explore. They ain't have a riddle for that when I was growing up.
When the ball drop, they drop. So do what you want to do.
Because I would have been out there. I would have been on Girls Gone Wild. Would have just been doing it all.
You want to show them tits so bad.
They don't even have Girls Going Wild no more. Now you're showing your age. Now you're showing your age.
For our younger viewers, is when they used to be like, woo.
I just want to show them titties so bad.
Girl, you can have fun without being on Girls Gone Wild.
Yes.
I'm saying younger. That's when my whole face probably would have activated.
If he was at them Luke parties.
Yeah. Because I was never there.
All right.
Next question.
Next question. That was a good question, though.
Okay, this one says, is the saying true? The same way you got them will be the same way you lose them. Yes and no. For there's some women who was the other woman and they're still happily married. I mean, but I do personally believe that the relationship won't be a strong relationship. Now, I don't know if you will lose them, but it won't be a strong relationship because it won't. I believe that it wouldn't be any trust, because you know what he's capable of. If he was dealing with somebody and he was able to sneak you around, take you on trips and do all that and still maintain a relationship, like when he's with you, he still has that ability to do that.
So you're basically saying if he cheated with you, what makes you think he's not going to cheat on you?
True.
That's true.
And or he still has the ability to do it. I'm not saying that he won't, because some people do change, right? Y'all talked about that.
Cheating credit, is it a cheat credit?
Yes.
Like
it's growth. It's called growth. It's called growth. Your cheating credit is called growth.
I do, because you gotta deal. You're not dealing with people who perfect. Even if you haven't physically cheated, at some point somebody probably did something that someone considered cheating.
That's true.
So it's like, even if it was a phone call, a text, like whatever it was, you probably did something. So I don't know. I kind of do believe that you probably would either lose him or it'd just be a shitty relationship.
It's like you taking a chance, first of all, because I know somebody that met somebody at work and he left her ass at work. Like, so it depends.
I'm gonna leave you where you stand.
It depends. Like, she thought it was gonna go far because everything he was telling her, but in reality, it didn't go nowhere. So I feel like that goes back to saying the grass is green on the other side. Sometimes that fake grass just not worth it. I'd rather stay home and know what type of grass I have.
You know what? I feel like it go both ways, but there's also like, I cheated on her with you because I realized you're my person. She's not.
But why not leave her? Like, people make excuses for cheating. You don't have to cheat on somebody.
So you gonna put the relationship on pause while you go play? Suppose she wants you back.
Why would I sit there and play with somebody's feelings?
But
you already
know. I have to wait until you finish playing.
Right, exactly.
No, I'm not saying that she should wait, but why he should not cheat because he think he met his soulmate. Like, you don't have to cheat on her. If you feel like the woman that you met is giving you a little bit more than the woman that you with, then you need to step away from the woman that you with. Because clearly, it sounds like you met the person that you like, that you want to go explore with.
You thought
don't drag
that.
nobody,
You thought
but
that.
don't drag nobody.
You don't know
through
until
your
you
shit.
try it.
But try it on your own time. Don't try it on nobody else's time.
So I'm saying in that mindset, meaning this is my home.
That's your playground. That's your playground.
That's my apartment. This is my house.
But baby, it's no place like home though.
But it's almost
like you can make no place like home.
You
can make anywhere home.
To me, it's no place like
home now. They got Airbnbs where they make homes and it ain't their home. So
that is very true, but it's only temporary. And if you do want to step out temporarily from your home, then leave your home respectfully. You don't have to sit up there and try to creep through the window or go out the back door. Leave out the front door and go explore. Go sit in that little apartment. Go explore that Airbnb.
Don't do her. But don't do her, because it might be a high-rise penthouse apartment.
That is very true, but understand, when you come, them locks going to be changed. You ain't coming in the same way.
He going through the window.
They locked. They sealed up. They boarded up.
You gotta leave sometimes. He gonna get in.
No, you can't. I just feel like if you wanna, you don't have to cheat to go to want to see.
I feel like
what's
a lot of times, and this sounds like an excuse that they do cheat male or female because they bored.
Absolutely. And again, it was a breakdown in the relationship and you got to come back to the table.
But the thing is, a lot of times I don't think that's communicated, so people cheat. Now,
because people don't know how to have those hard conversations. Like, we could communicate. I could be telling you something, you not taking what I'm saying to life. Like, you just feel like I'm just nagging, I'm just talking. If I'm telling you, I'm communicating with you that I'm not happy.
Right.
And you just feel like, well, what you want to do? Like, no, you're not trying to fix it.
But the thing is but now that you shared that with them, if they're not trying to fix it, now you have to make a decision. It's not up to them.
That is true.
You need to make the decision to be like, you know what? They're not listening to me. We need a break. So then you go and explore.
Ain't no breaks. Ain't no breaks. What's a break?
What you need to remove yourself. You should.
No, when you say break, it's like you holding on, but you letting go so you could do what you want to do.
We need to see other people.
Yeah, like what's a break?
Either way you put it, however you word it, at least you letting them know that it's gonna be that you're looking up.
And then you go have them break babies and come back. No,
but if you take them back, then that's on you.
Ain't no break.
It's on you. All I'm saying,
it's a break up.
But the point that I'm trying to get to is that if that's what you want to do, just let it be known. Whether you say it's a break up, we don't need to be together. Like, forget you, whatever it is. Just don't make an excuse to cheat, because there is no excuse.
You're right.
I think they should have insurance for cheating.
What you mean?
I think
because if
like
you kill them,
like they need to have some type of insurance. Like, once you get caught, you need to pay my money for, like, yes, like, come on now, this is a liability. You playing with my livelihood now. Yeah. My feelings, my emotions, like, they need to be compensated with something dealing with this bullshit. Like, no.
Sue them.
Agreed. I agree.
I think it's...
I would like to know y'all take on a lady who felt that she was too good for the Cheesecake Factory and the guy took her back home and ended the date.
What lady? What?
That's why you don't know the question. That's why it didn't make sense to you. The lady on Instagram.
Okay. I don't know that lady.
All right. So to give you some context, it was a lady on Instagram or TikTok or whatever. She recorded herself in a car. Her and the guy was supposed to go on a date. He took her to the Cheesecake Factory. She wouldn't get out the car. So he's outside the car and she was like, I'm not getting out.
She don't eat cheesecake?
So wait.
She felt
as if the he should not have took her to a chain restaurant. He should have took her to an expensive restaurant.
But ain't they all chain? The expensive ones too?
But if you watch the video, I don't know if you watched the video. Yes, clearly you didn't.
I didn't.
He explained to the lady that he didn't take her to the expensive restaurant that he planned on taking her to because she was an hour late. So he parked outside her house. She didn't ask him to come up. And she was an hour late, so he took her to the Cheesecake Factory. And she feels like because she looks good and she's a beautiful woman that she should not go to a chain restaurant. So was he wrong for taking her back home, and was she wrong for not wanting to go to the Cheesecake Factory?
I feel like she was dead ass wrong. I feel like he was right. He took her where she deserved to go, to the Cheesecake Factory.
Why she deserved to go to the Cheesecake Factory?
First of all, on the first day, I'm not spending all this money on you. I don't even know if I really like you like that, first of all. So why is that a thing? You feel like I need to take you to get this $500 meal and suppose that's just it between us. Like, no. I feel like those type of dates is a build-up. If you got it, then by all means. If you just expect me to do that, first of all, I waited in the car an hour for you. You ain't even say, "Are you
He
all
got to
right?"
take some responsibility. Why
you was
laughed.
rude. It's not like you threw on like you some Ruth Chris Wright outfit because you look like Cheesecake Factory. If you ask me,
it was definitely giving cheesecake. It was giving cheesecake.
I gotta go find.
It was giving.
First
her
all,
attitude was just nasty.
Don't
no,
do
her
her. She
attitude
might
was
look
just
You gotta
cheesy.
watch it. Her attitude, and I would say I commend the man because he handled it very respectfully. He was really nice to her, and he explained to her the reason why he took her to the Cheesecake
But
Factory.
Howard, the date is over. I wouldn't even waited that long.
And she kept saying, "But I don't know you like that. That's why I didn't invite you up to my house. I don't know you." And he said, "I don't know you like that." But like he said, "I don't know you like that to be spending a whole bunch of money on you either." So it's
Very
like it's give and take too. So I definitely understand. I think she was wrong that she just had this expectation that she's just gonna be taken to, this 5-star restaurant.
What was the other restaurant? Did they say?
She probably
I forgot the name of it.
That's a chain.
Girl, you ain't missing nothing.
I'm gonna say
Chart
Ruth
House
is a chain.
That's a
Chart
chain.
House is a chain.
She should be glad he didn't take her ass to the buffet. How she was acting,
right? Because she was definitely giving chicken meal.
But
she wasn't even giving buffet.
It didn't even give me real are y'all it almost everybody tried to make a thing to go viral. That's what it felt like. Like, she serious?
But the way when he kind of broke it down to her, she looked like she was embarrassed. Because then she was like, "Oh, why you taking me home?" Like, it's like now she had a reality check. Like, you gotta watch the whole video.
She needed a reality check.
No, she did. And he gave it to her in a very articulate way.
I feel like kudos to that man, because that's the problem. These girls that swear they so beautiful. She swears she's so beautiful.
Ooh, yes, she did.
Don't be like, they just give us a bad name, and then they be like, "Oh, why they want to date the little Spanish girl?" The Spanish girl probably would have been happy with Cheesecake Factory. The white girl would have been happy with a slice of cheesecake. You acting like that?
No,
for what?
No, don't do my sisters like that.
But this is why. This is what people like that. No,
not.
People
don't
like that give us
like
a bad
that.
rap. It could be
no,
one.
it give her a bad rap. She
That's
don't
why
speak for all black girls around the world.
She speaks to some.
No, she don't.
Some
she
people
can
can identify how she felt. And that's just the thing. Like, even if it's a small percentage, somebody's like, "Oh yeah, girl, you right," because ain't nobody. No, it don't work like that.
But where does the expectation of like a person gotta spend $200 and $300 on you on a first date? What did that come
It ain't chicken
from?
if you got it.
Like, what happened to like coffee shops, walks in the parks, like
So
things
that
like
should
that?
have been communicated, though.
What
That should have
happened?
been
And I'm not saying that
communicated.
anybody is wrong. I'm not saying that anybody is wrong for their preference. If you like you said, communicate that. All right, well, I'll go out with you, but this is the only type of dates that I think
Starbucks date is valid.
reasonable
But-
for me, and give that man the right to decline or be like, "Oh, okay, I got you." Don't sit up there and just solely walk out and expect somebody to spend that much money on you.
Her thing was backwards. She was like, "You dated me, you're courting me." They date you to court you. So he has to get to know you before he wanted to know, like, "Oh, I'm courting her. I wanted this person to be with me."
Right.
Like, you just expect the most.
So
When you go to a job, when you start at the bottom, right?
no,
Yes.
no, not if
And
you come with certain qualifications.
They still not putting you at the top.
If
You gotta
my
work your way up.
resume
You
speak
gotta
for
work
itself.
They not gonna put you on. They gonna see.
So if I go apply for a surgeon, you gonna start me as a nurse?
You gonna be the lowest surgeon. That's my point. You're not the highest paid surgeon.
What's your
there.
resume say?
It's based on
What's
the
your
skill they
resume
have to
say?
see. Your resume could say a lot, but they not putting you walking in. Oh, I'm putting her. She gonna be the highest paid surgeon. No.
Why not?
Why should you? Did they see you do anything?
Because I have the qualifications.
People lie on resumes every day.
Okay,
Yes.
and it's going to be your representative that's going to show up for the first year probably anyway.
And that's why
right?
your
And
representative
that's why-
want to be the one that show you and move you up.
No.
Yes.
No.
You are the representative. The paper is just the paper. The resume is okay, she capable.
Okay, the
your
paper-
resume tell you what you're capable of doing. So now I need to see for myself, what are you doing? Like, I need to see how she works.
So you being in the field that you've been in for X amount of time, you're no longer there. You're going to go somewhere else and start at a lower position because you're no longer at this job.
I feel like that's what happened. I'm not going to be at a lower position. I'm just going to be at a lower pay rate probably. I have to work myself up back to where I was at.
Oh, no. So you're working backwards.
No. I feel like in certain worlds, like you just don't, like you probably, they either meet you or they put you, like, I'm going to start you here and see what you do. They not just putting you straight at the top.
No, you gotta believe in yourself.
Don't get me wrong. I get it. I don't. if that's what she feels like she deserves, then you need to say that. But you cannot go out here and market yourself just as, oh, I'm beautiful, you're supposed to do this for me. Like, no, that's not how it works. Like, if you talk about qualifications, jobs, whatever, like, yeah, you may look qualified, but are you really qualified for me?
Okay.
I don't have to sit up there and, like, I might not see that for you because I might not know you. Okay. So once I get to know you and we go on that first date and we go to the Cheesecake Factory, the park, or whatever, the next day I might be like, you know what? I kind of like her. She do deserve this $200, $300 meal. But you can't think because you walk to my car or I just laid eyes on you.
Like, that meal comes like $200 better.
I don't know. What you getting. But let's walk it back. If that's not someplace she would go on her own, for me, if I'm not going there, I'm not going to allow you to take me there. So if I'm going to tell you, if you already told me rather that this is the date, this is how we're going, this is where we going, X, Y, and D, I was late, whatever the case may be. If I don't eat McDonald's, I'm not going to allow somebody else to take me to McDonald's. If
I'm
I
quite
don't eat
sure
Cheesecake
she knew
Factory,
she was going to that Cheesecake Factory.
Clearly she did. But
even if that is the case, instead of acting childish and trying to put this man out there like that,
I don't know,
and then on top of that, you got upset because he took you home. Where else you thought he was going to take you?
PF Chang.
Like, what else you thought he was wrong for taking you home? Like, no, he did exactly what. If I was a man, I would have did the same thing. Okay, no problem. You don't like it. I understand. I respect you. You could go home. You could go cook.
So this was the first date, eat.
Right? The first date. They met each other on a date in that.
First of all, he wouldn't have my address. Second of all, I'm not getting in the car with you. I'm going to meet you where we at. Third of all, like, after an hour, the date was over anyway.
It was very childish for her to sit in the car and
I'm not with settling either.
Just not
now
get
you
out.
Want to keep taking me to Cheesecake Factory and I like steak.
But it's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. They got good.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, and I
guarantee she will go there with her girlfriends.
I don't think it's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory. I don't think it's nothing wrong for people and their preferences if that's what you like. But you need to say, if you're a girl who is like, I'm not coming out of my house for less than a $200 date, say that.
Can she take herself on a $200 date?
That's to be debated. She ain't say that. She just said, "Oh, I'm not getting it. I don't do chain."
She was definitely giving beauty supply. She definitely was giving beauty supply. So I don't know.
I don't want nobody else to take me to the Cheesecake Factory. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
But maybe those expectations needs to be discussed during the time that you're talking to each other. If we're texting and talking to each other and we plan to go on a date, okay, if we go on a date, where are we going? What does that look like?
It wasn't discussed. It's like he just pulled up to the Cheesecake Factory with this lady.
And he did. Rightfully so. Like he said.
No, no decision for me canceled.
He said to her specifically, I was going to take you to some other restaurant, but you came out an hour late.
He shouldn't have said that. So why not? You chastising me.
No, because I'm late. Should.
God,
and he should. Or he should have pulled off. One or the other.
Don't punish me. You're going to
what
say,
do you mean?
You going to present me with diamonds and now give me beauty supply?
First of all, you don't even know if it was really diamonds. It could have equaled the same. So you don't know.
So
you can't say that.
the problem is he shouldn't have said it. I would have had a problem with that too. Don't tell me, I was going to take you here, but now I'm not.
Why not?
Chastising me?
Yeah, and I am.
I'm not your kid.
But you mad because I'm being home.
Because you're sitting in the car.
Leave me home.
No.
Leave me home.
Yeah, you should have just stayed upstairs. It's like, I'm over it. Like,
no, he should have pulled off.
And you should have been okay when he said, I'm going to take you home. Oh, no, we could go somewhere else. No, we can't go nowhere else. You can go home. So I don't
agree to disagree. That lady don't take herself
I just feel like
that lady do go to Cheesecake Factory.
I've never been to Cheesecake Factory, so I don't know what they got.
But I'm like, yes, meet me at the Cheesecake Factory. You're gonna go.
I'ma go because I'm not her. I love a good deal. They got 2 for $20.
No, they don't. That's the part I don't understand. Like she had like it was Applebee's. Or Fridays.
And it's nothing wrong.
What's wrong with Applebee's and Fridays?
It's nothing wrong with Applebee's or Fridays either. I'm just saying, if you have high expectations for first dates, just let that be known.
Okay.
I'm a simple girl. You could take me on a walk in the park.
She want to feel like, so he should have took her to the martini
bar. Moving right along. Let's agree to disagree. Next question.
Okay.
You just read them.
You want me to? Okay.
I know how to read time.
Okay.
I don't need hooked on fireworks. How do you make your man feel secure in a relationship when you make more than him? are we letting them just pay the light bill and we pay everything else?
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all answer this first.
No, you answer. You ready? You answer it.
We gonna leave y'all on red for that one, and we'll bring it back.
Oh, that's a good one to bring back.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to leave that here. We're going to leave y'all on red. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all for tuning into the group chat. Our second season, episode 1. We